this is some kind of situation, like this is improving some situation in your life. This could be something that's improving your health, or something that's improving your mindset around a situation in your life. I actually just saw a card in the deck. Yeah, okay. This card, the Hierophant, was actually flipped. So, all right. We have the Six of Wands and we have the Hierophant. Okay. You know, this is really interesting because what I'm picking up on with this, like with the Hierophant being kind of a card of tradition, of following the rules at times, structure is what's coming to mind. But here with this card, we have the idea of flexibility. So I do want to pull the rest of your cards and see where we're going with this, but I feel like your blessings are coming in the area of you releasing some kind of stronghold, you releasing some kind of tradition, or even just the way that you thought something was going to play out is what's coming through. Really strong Taurus energy here too. We have the Knight of Pentacles, another earth sign. So yeah, there's actually a lot of messages coming through. I think that you guys are loosening up in some way. Strong Taurus energy, but we could also be looking at Virgo, Capricorn energy here. Let's see what else. Okay. Two of Wands energy. Here. Absolutely. For a lot of you, this is pertaining to the work that you do. For sure. We have the Eight of Pentacles here. So again, more really strong earth energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. So let's take a look at this. I see that you guys are going to be really experiencing some type of growth, expansion, and victory in some area of your life. Like there's an opportunity for you to expand in a way that makes you feel like you have figured it out. And I think that this is interesting because I do think this is something you've been working really hard at. And in fact, I feel like you've been working really hard in a lot of areas of your life. So this goes further than the work that you do, like whatever you do for a living or the business that you might be pursuing. I think this has to do also with work that you've put into relationships in your life, really work in all areas, self-development, self-improvement. It seems like you have worked really hard and been very diligent, maybe even to the point of I feel like there could have been a feeling of like something being too rigid. So you're really receiving a lot of guidance in terms of flexibility here. You're coming up with new ideas. You're being inspired in new ways. And these new inspirations really touch a lot on your passions. But what I do want to point out here is it feels to me like your victory and you moving to this next level with the Six of Swords energy. This is you moving into a new phase, you moving into a phase where you can recognize and accept the blessings that are coming your way. I feel like for a lot of you, this has to do with loosening up your ideas of how this was going to play out. And you're probably already moving into this space of changing how you thought this was going to go, changing how you thought you were going to make progress. What I find interesting about the Six of Swords being on the bottom of the deck here, coupled with this 1234, like I was talking about, this 1, 2, 3, 4. It really talks about a method, kind of like almost a method to the madness. It talks about logical steps, next logical steps, and taking the appropriate steps, working hard, working diligently at something. It actually gives me Eight of Pentacles energy, which we have here. but it feels like you are moving to an area where you're finding more flow and more ease. And this is a huge blessing that's coming your way because it's allowing you to explore your creativity a little bit more. It's allowing you to really fall into, it's like you're falling into step with the work that you're doing, with the progress that you're making. You're really finding your flow. And I think that what's happening here is you're loosening up your idea of how this was supposed to go. You're loosening up your idea of how this was supposed to play out. And it's like you're tapping into a deeper spiritual side of yourself that's actually guiding your steps. And it's really guiding you toward this victory that I see here for you. I see you here with the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords, both cards that talk about victory to me. The Six of Wands, I think, is traditionally thought of as kind of the card of victory, but the Six of Swords to me is about victory too, because it's about moving to that place where you can find that victorious nature. Like a lot of times we have to leave something behind to find that place of flow, to find that place of success. And I think that this idea of flexibility is really key to you, because it's like you're finding a way to be more flexible in your thought process around a lot of areas of your life. I really think this extends past your work, but it is showing me a lot about your work. It's showing me about integrating a lot of passion into your work. But it's like you are moving past this rigid structure. You're moving past your preconceived notions of how things were going to play out. You're leaving ideas behind that aren't serving you anymore. You are able to be more flexible, more fluid in your thought process, and it's really allowing you to take those next steps. So what I'm seeing here is that you may have gotten to a point where you felt like you did all you could do, or like you followed all of the steps that you thought were clear to you, or the steps that had been revealed to you so far. And you may have even hit a point where you're like, I'm not exactly sure where to go next, but I have kind of gotten to this point where I feel like I've done the work. Like I've done as much work as I can do in the direction that I knew to go in. But if you hit a little bit of a block with that, or if it felt like you needed to shift gears and change direction, I'm seeing that for you. I'm seeing that your change of direction is actually what's going to bring you to this place of fluidity, this place of flow, this place of being able to make more progress. So yeah, when I look at this Knight of Pentacles and I look at the Two of Wands, what I see here is slow progress. I see that there were plans made, plans laid out, plans that were diligently followed even, but that it did feel maybe like the progress wasn't happening fast enough. The Knight of Pentacles being a card of action. Of course, all the knights are. They're all kind of on a quest, but they have a different way of going about that quest. The Knight of Pentacles is a little bit slower, very diligent, very methodical. Again, this idea of 1, 2, 3, 4, one step, then the next step, then the next logical step. I feel like there is a side of you that's very logical about your approach to life. But I'm seeing that something's opening up for you in terms of maybe feeling a little bit more like you don't have to plan as much. The Two of Wands it always makes me think of plans, well-laid plans too. These are very important plans. These are plans that could have benefited you up until this point. But what I see is that now the universe is kind of taking hold. In this card, it's funny because there's this planet here that reminds me of Saturn, like because of the rings, but this kind of gives me the feeling of the universe kind of making those plans, the universe dictating what happens. So I feel like for you, you've done the work that you need to do. You've done the diligent stuff. You've done the process. You've done the hard work. You've put your head down and gotten the work done. But now there's coming a point where the universe is kind of stepping in, and I feel like the universe might have been trying to pull you in this direction for quite some time, but potentially ideas that you already had in your mind of how this was going to play out, or what the next logical step was for you. Oh, there's different messages coming through. I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah, I'm seeing this diligent work process. I'm seeing even a lot of hard work here. But I think the universe has something in store for you that's outside of your plan. And what I'm seeing is a blessing bigger than anything you could have planned for. Almost a blessing bigger than anything you could work for, but that the work that you have done is moving you in the right direction. Yeah, let's take a look at this Page of Wands, because what I think is going on for you is that your passions are becoming more a part of the process. I think your passions are taking the lead, and the universe is really encouraging you to let your passions take the lead. Yeah, I see a lot of inspiration for you here in the work that you're doing in particular. There's a lot of inspiration. A lot of Wands energy, a lot of fire energy, and this is really what's speeding things up for you. So I do feel like for a lot of you, this could feel like slow progress. Whatever this is in your life, it could have felt like a lot of slow progress for you and a lot of hard work, maybe even more work than you thought you needed to put into something. But it really feels like things moving forward. So you're really going to be blessed in terms of new ideas, new ways of solving problems, new inspiration, a lot of new creative inspiration for you, and a lot of well-laid plans bringing about some really positive change in your life. Yeah, I see you moving to this place of victory. We have the Ace of Pentacles actually under this Six of Swords. And the Three of Cups, celebration. There's a lot of celebration in store for you. I have this feeling of, for a lot of you, this is about like a creative idea for you getting funded. This is what I mean by the universe is taking control in some way for you. So this could be that you've put in a lot of work, but maybe you needed that loan to come through, or you needed somebody to kind of show you the way, or you needed that new opportunity. With the aces, we're moving into this energy of, it's not that anything's guaranteed, but it's almost like somebody's giving you the keys to the kingdom. So it feels a lot like somebody has given you either the money that you need, or the idea that you need, the inspiration, the guidance that you need. It can even be in the form of a lesson that you needed to learn, a process that you need to learn. It feels like this information is coming to you, and it's really helping you move on to the next step. And there's something very methodical about this. So it could be that you've been very methodical in nature when it comes to this, like taking the next steps, taking the next appropriate steps. But at this point, it feels like the universe is stepping in a way where you don't have to try as hard, and where things aren't going to move as slowly as it's felt like. But it just seems to me like a lot of spiritual inspiration is pouring through with this Hierophant, but also like you're letting go of a lot of strongholds. You're letting go of the things that may have been holding you back, the things that may have made the progress seem like it was really slow going and maybe kind of tedious. Let's pull some Moonology cards and see what else. I really think that I feel like the work that you do is highly blessed at this time. Yeah, Yes, we have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. We were kind of talking about this Taurus energy here with the Hierophant. So yes, there is a lot of prosperity on the horizon for you. And not only that, this is really pertaining to the work that you do. This could be new opportunities and flexibility. We were talking about potentially accepting a new position or moving in a new direction, being more flexible about how things are going to play out for you. And that flexibility is really the key to this progress that you're about to make. We have be bold and make the first move with the cardinal moon. Yeah, this idea of you making progress, I think, is really playing into this a lot. I think there is kind of a boldness to whatever steps you're about to take. I think there's been a lot of hard work, but there might also just be this point where you need to kind of take the leap and just go for it. Just go for something. Explore this new idea. Let these new ideas flow to you, because there's a lot of inspiration. I don't know if I don't think I gave you a close-up of this Hierophant card, but I actually love the way that this is illustrated in this deck, because the Hierophant can talk a lot about spiritual inspiration, about just downloads kind of pouring in, and that's what this card shows to me. This is like this universal power and just sort of downloading this information, downloading these ideas, and I feel like that's what's happening for you. It's like the universe has been maybe trying to push you in a certain direction, but it's almost like at this point you can really hear that information. You can really receive these downloads, and you're open to receiving this information and acting on it. You're open to letting this information dictate how you move forward, letting this passion flow through you. I really think a lot of you are you're working in a field, or you're exploring a business idea that has a lot to do with your passions. And it's like this is an area of extreme blessings for you at this point. So you're going to start to see the fruits of your labor very, very soon. A lot of hard work has gone into this. The funny part about this is I feel like so much hard work has gone into this for you, but maybe not a lot of payoff. Like, you've done a lot of work, but you might not have seen a lot of the results from the work that you've done. So we have the Temptation card. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. Okay, really interesting message. I want to pull another card for you. I feel like with this idea of like making progress and being very methodical about things, I think that there might have been a temptation for you to work harder than you needed to, which might sound a little bit odd, but yeah, I feel like there may have been even an attachment to the way that things were supposed to turn out, or to the idea of the work that you were supposed to do. Let's see. Hidden depths. Okay. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or a memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we become free. Okay. I really think that for you guys, you're receiving a lot of spiritual guidance at this time, and it is a huge blessing for you. And it's releasing you from some of the strongholds that may have been actually making things harder for you, holding you back in some way. The idea that things need to go a certain way, that they have to turn out a certain way, that they have to go according to plan. What I'm seeing here is that the universe has a plan that is bigger and is better than the plan that you may have laid out for yourself, and has been trying to guide you in the direction of really fulfilling your true destiny. And I just see that you're actually it's almost like you're actually exposing this, maybe for the first time. Like you're exposing these new ideas. You're connecting with this greater power in a deeper way, and it's very inspiring to you. You're starting to live out the universe's plan for you, and not so much the plan that you had. And the beauty in that is the universe's plan for you is so much better, and it's so much easier, but you do have to be open to it. You have to be flexible to these new ideas that are being presented to you. It can be tempting. It can be really tempting to fall back on what we know, what comes naturally to us, or what we have done in the past, the way that we've approached things in the past, the methods that we've used in the past. But this is telling me that something that you have worked really hard at is about to pay off, and it's really paying off through the universe, through your guides, your angels, blessing you. So I see material abundance. You also have this new moon in Taurus card, so that is a great sign that a lot of abundance is coming your way. But I really do believe that for a lot of you, this is about the work that you do. This is about injecting some passion into the work that you do. This could even be about kind of loosening up a little bit around the work that you do. It doesn't have to be rigid. It doesn't have to be a structure. And you're seeing that now. So you are going to be incredibly blessed, because this is actually alleviating a lot of stress and a lot of tension, and it's opening up time for you. Like, I feel like you have more time to pursue what you want to pursue, which is just going to be a huge blessing for you. So yes, your blessings are coming in the form of progress, major progress, the universe kind of taking the reins and leading you exactly where you need to go. So yeah, I think that's all the messages I see for you, number 2. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. If you did enjoy this reading, if any of these messages resonated with you, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again really soon in another reading. Bye!